Uh, we are here tonight. We are here tonight to talk to you about the coronavirus. I do have a guest, which is Bonnie first. And Bonnie, please tell everybody hello. Hi, everybody. Oh, that's what you said. Um, no, don't do that. You can say 4 words more. Hello, everybody. It's nice to be here with my good friend, Janet, with her guide, Lisa. Yes, we paralift together, so we have a good time. But in today's world right now, things really aren't the best. I could say to you that it's very, very challenging. So Bonnie and I both are in a writing class, and we have both written stories about the coronavirus and how we feel about it. I have read it once before on the station, so I felt that maybe I would read it again. So for those of you who weren't here, and then once more for those of you that are here, it's just like a friendly reminder to let all y'all know that, yes, we know that it's very challenging, but to just say to you, we just have to keep on, as I say it, we have to keep on trucking, okay? So I'm going to read you my story first, and then what I would like to do is have Bonnie read hers, and then we're all going to chat about it. Then we're going to call Cece back, and we'll have all three of us chatting about that too. So please, but I would say this to you, or I will say this to you. If anybody has a question, please feel comfortable to call. The phone number is 813-814-1601. And then also to let you know that my webpage is www.bluefeather.net. I say webpage, we should say website. So there you go. All right, now I'm going to entertain you with a good story. This is really how I felt about all of it. I know that it's a challenge. I feel that it's been a challenge for everybody. And the thing that is very important about all of it is that we need to stay positive through all of it, no matter what. Okay, my story I called More Than Restless, Locked Down. I crawl out of bed at 6:20 this morning. Sometimes I sincerely do not know what part of my body doesn't hurt. It would be easier to say what doesn't than to say what does. Getting older is not what you want to think, and then again, it can be what you do think. I will say sometimes it's a pain, literally. As I go down the steps, my cat runs past my feet. Good thing I am holding onto the banister. Looking at her, I think she will be 16 years old July coming. The way she ran by me, it doesn't look like her body is bothered or in pain. I fix her breakfast and I pour my first cup of coffee and I head out to the patio. She is way ahead of me and is waiting for me to open the door rather than to use her cat door. Walking toward the couch, I quietly look at the pond, for the water is moving so quietly, I sigh. I look up at the sky and I quietly say thank you. No matter what is going on in my crazy world, we are still locked down. It has been 6 weeks and nothing has changed. Reason being a virus epidemic outbreak called coronavirus. Sorry, guys. We are told to stay home. Do not leave unless necessary. I am going to get some water on that one. Okay. I have experienced a lot of situations in my lifetime, but this one is getting to me. I get up and I go for my second cup of coffee. It is so quiet and peaceful out here, you wouldn't think there was an epidemic or, let's say, lockdown, but there is. Do I sound frustrated or we could say restless? I sincerely want to scream, but I don't dare because I would probably wake up some of my neighbors, and I'm sure they don't need to be reminded that they are locked down also. Okay, quiet down, I say as I sip on my cup of coffee. I look at my cat as she smacks her lips from breakfast. She is now sitting calmly, cleaning her coat of hair. Wow. I wish I was that calm, but I'm not a cat. I will remind her of how lucky she is. I wish life was so simple to where all we had to do is lick ourselves clean. That would be different, wouldn't you say?
I would say.
Yes. I think of my day, okay, what am I doing today to stay within our rules made by the government? Oh, I forgot to call my British friend now. I said, I look at the time, it's 7:30. Here, so in England, it's 12:30 p.m. Great, I will call her today since I am already a day late. Okay, $7 short. Yeah, that's an old saying, isn't it? But I say it to her, okay? Oh, when she answers to say, how are you? And sorry, I'm on the day late in the ball door. Okay? She laughed. Immediately out of her mouth comes, I have been locked down for 3 weeks now. I said, try 6. England did not move as fast as we did. She is leading her garden at present and says it's keeping her busy, but that it is not enough. Of course, all of us are older. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. But very energetic people, which of course can be good in one way and not so good in another. We can say the word is restless. I let her know how I cannot go get my nails done and how bad they look. The acrylic nails I had are all gone, and I am now down to the quick of each finger.
Oh.
I don't like it, but I can only do so much. My nails are thin and always have been. I tried growing them one time before, but needless to say, I went back to acrylic. Since we are in the situation we are in, not knowing when lockdown will be over, she, as in Val, suggested almond oil on my nails at least 3 times a week. I said, great. Yeah, I will try it. One thing good about best friends is we truly try to help one another. Is that not correct?
I think you and I do that. I would hope.
I really believe we do that.
I think so.
We do. We
Occasionally
do. Yes, we do. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So
Leave that one alone.
I will.
Okay.
I went to the paragraph.
Okay, cool.
I look at the clock. It's now almost 8 a.m. and my daughter is calling me using FaceTime. I say, great, and we talk for a bit. She is in Spain and has been locked down for almost 8 weeks and is homeschooling my grandchildren.
Yes.
She does it, but not always with ease. She lets me know the kids can go out on May 7th and play in the streets, the yards, and the playgrounds. She is looking forward to that. It has been a challenge, but she has survived it. I saw a picture of Joshua, my grandson, and his hair is in need of a cut. So that will be the first thing they will be doing once everything opens. I tell her I love her and we hang up. And you know what? From everything, do you know that we now have a higher rate of divorces being done because of the coronavirus, because husbands and wives have had to stay together day in and day out.
They did not realize how much they really didn't like each other.
But really now, can you believe that?
I can believe it.
Divorce rate is much higher. I look at the clock and it's now 8:15 without workout with my 2 friends at 9 a.m. So I had better get moving. Upstairs I go. My cat is right behind me. I smile. So easy to get attached. When making my bed, she and I play. I have to make her move as I pull the bedspread up. She lays there defiantly until I pull the covers over her head. Then she will move, but to the other side. I do it one more time, throwing the bedspread over her head, and she moves to the bottom of the bed where I no longer bother her. I get my gym clothes on next, and then I take a quiet moment to balance my chakras, which are energy centers running up our bodies from the spine to the crown of our head. I do this every day so I can stay positive and have no anger or fear.
Wow, that's an accomplishment.
It is. It is. It's a good thing I do it. Every now and then I pop 2 pills.
Oh, that explains things.
Yeah, but you know what? It's a natural supplement. So it quiets your body down.
Okay.
Yeah, I in all honesty, from all of this, my nurse practitioner, Kathy Gonzalez, told me to get it so that when I do get in this kind of crazy mood, I take them and then 2 of them, and then I quiet down.
Good,
and they
good,
work.
good.
Well, it's better than Valium.
Well,
Maybe.
better than whiskey. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. No, I think it's better. And I said, the kids can be doing it. Okay, here we go. I send out love to all and ask for love back. I do. I also ask for guidance and keep me the good person I know I am. Part of my belief system that I learned from Shirley Honey 25 years ago. Down the steps I go, and guess who is in front of me? I smile once more as I watch her 4 legs run past me. There goes a knock on the door, and I open it up to Bonnie as the phone rings for FaceTime with Linda. We all sign in with much conversation, and then we calm down and start working it. We do not have masks or gloves, only because Bonnie and I feel we are okay. And Amanda is on FaceTime. Thank God for technology. After 40 minutes of workout, we are finished. It was a good workout using weights, ropes, and going up and down the stairs. It's amazing how a simple workout can do so much. It helps let go of stress, and you forget you are locked down.
And all of this was before our gym opened, so now we're back to the gym, fortunately, but we still do this routine at Janet's apartment as well.
Yeah, at my townhouse.
At her townhouse.
Yes, 1 day a week. Although we didn't do it last Sunday. Or the Sunday before that. But she's been told we have to do it this Sunday.
We're going to force Renda into it.
Yeah, yes. All right. You cannot hug one another. You just move away. You can give one another an elbow, and that's it. Imagine touching elbow to elbow. Weird, wouldn't you say? But better than no connection at all. I sit down, catch my breath, and look at the time. It's 9:45. I need to go to the store, so I gear myself up with gloves and mask. I understand we need to be protective when leaving our home, so I do this to prevent catching any germs of the virus. Mm-hmm. I do it also because the government tells us to do it. When I have the mask on, it feels like it's smothering me. It reminds me of our lockdown. I shake it off, but it still makes me nauseous. I'm walking down the vitamin aisle in Walmart looking for almond oil, and of course, I have mask and gloves on. There is a man walking very close to me down the aisle, and I try to move further away. He does not have a mask or gloves on, and that bothers me. He starts talking to me, asking me, what am I looking for? And I feel he is sad and lonely. I try to move further down as I answer him. Almond oil, I say. And you? Zinc, he says, but I don't see it. It's good for the heart. And then he continues to let me know that almond oil could be in the cooking aisle. I said, thank you. I never gave that a thought. And move away again as he closes in. He finally leaves and I let my breath out. I'm sure he's not happy with being locked down, but he should at least have a mask on. I finish getting the groceries needed and go to check out. Everyone was 6 feet or better in the line, and they had masks and gloves on. So did the cashier. When I get outside, I remove my mask and take many deep breaths.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I look at my clock in the car as I get in. It's 10:50, and I think to myself, good. I have 2 clients coming to my home for a reading at 12. That will give me time to put groceries away, settle down. I am an intuitive counselor. Of course, you all know that. Spirit medium. So readings are my line of work. I am happy they are coming because financially it's needed. My business has suffered some, or I could say quite a bit. Not everyone is working at present, so confirmation
Right.
and insight from a spirit medium is not always needed. As I open the door to my clients, my mask and gloves are on. Needless to say, they have Clorox wipes, disinfectant for doorknobs, and of course, masks are on.
Mm-hmm.
I let them in and know we cannot hug or
No.
get close. I know these clients well, and it is considered repeat business to me. It's sad we cannot hug, so I say, what is this world coming to?
No.
I am upset, but try not to show it. We laugh at our appearance, and I say, oh, well, let's get down to business. When I finish and we say goodbye, I could cry. Once more, we cannot hug, but what we do is elbow to elbow. It is not the same, but it helps because it is a form of touch. We laugh and we say next time. Okay, it is now 1:30. Whatever am I going to do next? I'm locked down, I keep saying. Forget that. Let's do something. I pick up my pencil and get paper and start it writing. I get rid of more stress, and now that I am finished writing, I feel so much better. I really do. I say I am locked down, but not locked up.
You know what amazes me about what you have just read to us is that you wrote that 6 weeks into this entire situation, and now we are 4 months into it.
Yes.
Isn't that something? It just seems to go on and on and on. And on.
I know. And it's sad.
Yeah.
It really is. It's really a challenge for all of us. Okay, so then now what I'm going to do is let Bonnie read you her side of it.
Well, I'm not going to give you a detailed situation of my entire day like Janet did. And I was fascinated by the entire thing that she read, because you just see how you feel moment to moment to moment to moment in this situation. Anyway, I'm trying to stay positive, so I wrote something about positivity. There is so much bad news these days about the pandemic that it would be so easy to fall into depression. I know that many people have. For myself, I'm trying to keep a positive attitude. I'm 80 years old now, and I don't want to spend any more of the time that I have on earth being depressed and unhappy.
Amen.
Amen. So how do I go about maintaining my own happiness? For me, staying active and staying strong is the key. I'm a power lifter, so is Janet, meaning that I train in the activities of the back squat, squatting with heavy weights across my shoulders, the bench press, and the deadlift. So far, my best achievement has been to deadlift 202 pounds. I'm of average weight for my height and age. Remember that I'm 80 and I'm 5 foot tall. And so that was quite an accomplishment. I still brag about it. And why not? We should all be proud of our athletic accomplishments. As a matter of fact, we should all be proud of ourselves no matter what we've done in life. Graduated from high school, gotten up and gone to work every day, raised our children, anything we've ever done in life. Even the smallest things can be given credit. such as getting out of bed in the morning when we don't feel like facing another day.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's one way I stay positive, just being proud of myself. Another thing I do is that I stay active and involved in life. Fortunately, here in Tampa, our gyms are open, so I do get to do that. While theaters are not open, there are many uplifting movies and so forth on Netflix that I can watch. I love Queer Eye. The Day of Fab Five uplift individuals who really need to be. And other things that I can do is find my family members to keep up with their lives. I can read, I can write, I can take swimming classes, I can clean my house, I can take walks. This walk is fun. You can do these things too. Again, even in the city, about walking. Not leave my body with a clear body. Okay. Here's what I don't do. If the headline so full and bad news about the number of cases there are, the numbers of people whose deaths are attributed to this disease, yes, you could certainly get down and go to that. So don't. Keep quiet. You just can't do it. Don't read every report or watch every news channel on TV. Don't read all the Facebook posts telling you how bad you should feel. You should do some cool music instead. Meditate. Meditate. That's a good one. Meditate.
Candle.
Yep.
Watch the candle flame, calm your mind.
Go out and watch your water behind your house.
That too.
Okay. And something else that we can all do is try to help each other as much as we can. My neighbor Peter is 85 years old, 5 years older than I am. He's a brilliant man who invented an educational system that's guaranteed to create successful learning. He's still physically strong, and he even pushes a manual lawnmower to tend to his own lawn instead of hiring somebody like I do. So anyway, he's showing some signs of age. He's forgetful. He has eyesight issues, problems with his digestive system. Peter knows he can call on me anytime he needs to, anytime he needs me. So I go to the store for him if he can't get out. I check on him to make sure he's all right. I take him to the doctor's office when his eyes are bad and he can't drive. Why? Because I care for him and because it keeps my mind off myself and off the news of the day. When Peter tells me, thank you, I love you, that makes my day.
That's right.
Friends and family are everything in life. Headlines are not. Right, girlfriend?
That's right.
All right.
What's the other thing we do? We pick Trudy up
Yes, we do.
to bring her to
Yes.
powerlifting, and Trudy is 90.
She's 90. She and her husband had an automobile accident a number of years ago, which ended their driving. And Trudy still wants to work out with us and do weightlifting with us. We make sure she gets there.
Well, someone will pick her up and someone will take her home. And that's what's important. So helping one another, especially in the time that we are in right now, or the times, I should say, that we are in right now, I think is more important than you can ever imagine.
Oh, I so much agree.
So please, you still have more left?
I do.
Okay,
I'm not
go ahead.
done.
I'm sorry. I
That's
thought you were
okay.
finished.
Oh, no.
I thought you said it was only going to be 5 minutes.
Oh, well, you know.
I know,
what?
yes.
I'm dragging this out a little.
I know. Go right ahead.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have a large and diverse family, scattered by distance, some on the other side of Florida, many in Michigan. While I can't see them constantly, I make sure they know they are in my thoughts always, and that I will do whatever I can for them, despite the difference despite the difference between us. So, are you staying in touch with your family and friends? Doing so will bring positivity into your life. So, I recommend helping others and being involved in their lives. another way to avoid being depressed. To recap, exercise, keep busy doing things you enjoy, be proud of yourself, help others, avoid too much news watching, stay in touch with those who love you. So, from one happy, healthy old lady, let's stay positive and maintain joy in our lives.
That is so important. I want you to know when you say stay tuned in with family, my 2 sons do call. They do freak out because they think that we've got too many cases here, and they know that their mother doesn't always follow the rules. But my youngest son said, Mom, come home. It's bad down there. I'll bring you home. I will pay for your flight. I said, oh, God, that's a good idea. So I gave it a lot of thought, and I called him back, and I said, I'll be able to go see family, right? No, Mother, you're going to stay right here.
Oh, no.
So, and then he says to me, okay. I said, okay, I'll call you back. So I called him back the next day. This is 3 days now. And he said, okay, we're not going to argue. I said, you're very correct, because I'm not coming home.
See, he should know his mother by now. And I'm going to tell you, Janet and I have been friends for
About 3
4
years.
or 5 years.
3
I don't know,
years.
3 years,
3 years.
whatever. It seems like forever. But you don't argue with Janet. You
No.
just don't.
Well, no.
When she's got her mind made up, you just say, oh, okay.
That's it. That's it. That's it. So I had my mind made up. I'm not going home. I can't go visit family. I'm not going home. So,
Yeah.
but you know what? You do have to follow the rules right now. I think that is really very important. And I do wear my mask, and I work 3 days away, 3 days a week at the Bodie Tree up at the Citrus Park Mall, in case anybody is in the area.
Lovely little shop.
Yes, I work there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 1 to 6. So please, you're more than welcome to come in for a reading. And yes, we have to wear our mask. Is that easy? No. When the people leave the shop, then I can take my mask off and breathe. But up to that point, no. When they come in, all of us have to have. So I'm just saying, please be safe. You don't do anything else. Please try to do. And the other thing I think is to stay strong. It's really needed. Today, you need to be strong. I think physical strength is the most. Well, physical strength also goes our immune system. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what is important, is that your immune system is conducive to shape. And not older. I mean, can you tell how old I am now? Well, you didn't get in. She's only a couple years younger. No. I'm not okay. I'm 39 and old. That's no good. 39 and old. For how long? So everybody out there, please, whatever you do, take caution. Most important today. It really is. It's hard for me to wear a mask, so I know what y'all are going through.
Yeah.
So just please do it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to call Cece back. Cece, where are you? Oh, she's left us.
Oh, here I am.
Cece is. Okay, Cece. Did you
So
hear?
what are you guys doing? I love the Bonnie. I did very much. Well, Janet, I love your story. And I've heard your story before, and I loved it. And you have such a gift of writing because it makes you feel like you're right there. You've experienced. You walk down the stairs, and the cat, crossed your path. And so everything that you walked out on the porch, and you could feel the water. And so you really felt like you're right there. And then Bonnie, yours was so positive that it makes you want to jump up and start working out and stuff like that.
Well, I have been really physically active all of my life in many, many ways. However, it was not until I discovered the the sport of powerlifting when I was 70 years old, that I honestly gained as much physical strength as I have in my body. And it does add to the strength in my mind, and it lifts my mood all the time. And it helps me to handle the situation that's going on right now.
So now, Cece, tell us how you feel about the situation going on.
Well, I kind of have a little bit of mood swings every now and then. I mean, one minute I'm fine because I'm very active working. I've been working a lot on the internet, so that's been it's been a huge shift, and there's a lot of activity going, and so I'm kind of thrilled and excited about that. But then I sit and I think, gosh, I can't go see my friends, and they can't come over, and I just moved into a really beautiful home, and I can't share it with anybody.
Oh.
And so sometimes I feel like, oh man, I can't believe this. And then you want to like break the rules, right? You want to run out and escape and do all the things that you're not supposed to do. Because I used to say when I was a kid, and my son is actually listening to this, so no, close your ears, Randy. But I used to always say rules were meant to be broken. And that's why they developed them, so that we could break them. But we can't. We cannot break these rules, because it means our life, and it means those that we love and we touch and that we come in contact with. It could affect them, even strangers. So it's very important that we really be mindful of the activities and the actions that we do could affect somebody else. But yeah, so I have mood swings, but I don't get depressed. I mean, I don't think I'm depressed or anything like that, but I'm bummed, and sometimes I feel like maybe I just need to get a nice big glass of wine.
Yeah.
And drink
That's a good cure, a glass of wine.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, then
I
the other thing,
drink by myself. I'm sorry, Bonnie, go ahead.
The other thing that makes it hard for us is that we can't see in the end in sight. We don't know when this is going to end. If we had an end in sight, it would be easier to tolerate it day to day. But we can't tolerate it day to day because we don't know when it's going to end.
Yeah, that really got me yesterday. I started thinking about it. I thought, well, is this going to go on forever? And then I started thinking about like when I got divorced and how my life changed and everything. I had to shift all my mindset. I had to shift everything. And are we going to have to do that? Are we going to have to no more hugs, and it's going to have to be elbow tapping? And
that's hard.
This is not going to continue. It's not. It's not. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah.
Our coach Bill gave us a little pep talk the other day. He told us, he said, there are the best minds working on a cure for this, and it is going to come to an end. And there have been things that have been setbacks before, and we've overcome them. And he was just cheering us up.
Well, you know what? I do believe that. And the reason I believe it is because I think we do have just, wonderful people working, behind the scenes, behind everything that we don't see, very knowledgeable people trying to solve this. This is not just a U.S. thing or a Florida thing, or it's a worldwide
it's a nationwide
problem. Yeah. So I think if nothing else, maybe we can come together in unity to try to solve this problem.
I think that's what's important, but I'm going to give you all a month. I want you to put it in the back of your head, because I sincerely feel by September there will be some good changes made.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all by September. I really do feel September is going to be a good month, and let's wait and see.
Yeah.
I take her guidance lots of times, and I think she's got the insight.
Well, I better got it after all these years. I better have something, right, Cece?
Right, absolutely. Well, I agree with you, and I think if nothing else, we have to be like Bonnie. We just have to be positive and roll with the punches and do the best that we can. And in the meantime, focus on things that we enjoy, like if there's something we can do online, or like you said, connect with your family and friends and do things. That I'm going to be doing more chats. I've decided that I'm going to refocus and do a lot more things online, because we can connect in a really, even though we're not in the same room, we can feel like we're in the same room.
Well,
And
yeah, Zoom has been very, very important for a lot of people. I did a church service on Zoom last week, Sunday last week. All of us, there was at least 15 people, and we did a church service. I did a sermon, and then I gave messages, and that's the first time I've ever given messages to people on Zoom.
That's great. Well, I do. I've been doing some singles chats, and we have like 45 people. So we have a good. And I'm going to do one as an improv. I haven't put it up yet, but I'm going to be doing, I think, get together for 4th of July, because we can't really get together, and I don't know how much fireworks are really going to be. So I thought maybe I'll do something, and we'll drink our wine and just share with each other what's going on, and
A party.
yeah, we'll have a party. We'll have our own little party online.
You said the magic words, drink a glass of wine.
Hey,
Yeah.
cheers.
So we have a lot of fun. I mean, like, we do game nights and stuff like that, and then we have some we talk about some risque issues and things like that. Fun. Yeah. The guys really enjoy those nights. So yeah.
So you're going to do Zoom Sunday for the 4th of July? What day are you going to do it?
We're going to do it Saturday night.
Oh, Saturday. Well, send me the link.
Yeah. I usually schedule for 8:00. So I'm going to do it for 8:00.
Okay.
We'll do it for an hour or however long anybody wants to.
Can I invite myself?
Pardon?
Can I invite myself?
Absolutely.
Cool. I'll be there.
Yeah, you'll be on your computer on Zoom. Okay.
Yes, I will.
Send you the link.
Yes, definitely. It's a lot of fun, and you get to talk to people and do stuff. I don't know how many will come because it's the last minute, but we'll see. Maybe they're feeling the same way.
There'll probably be more than what you think sometimes.
You got to shake it up, right? You got to do something different. You can't just. I think that's the hardest thing for us, is that we tend to park our cars in the same place, right? We tend to do things the same way. And now this virus has kind of shook up a bit. And so we need to, maybe it's a good thing to shake up our lives, look at things differently, appreciate family a little bit more, appreciate our friends a little bit more. Maybe it's not such a bad thing, not people are, dying and bad getting virus, but to stop for a minute and really be grateful for what we have. There's something said for that.
Yes, there is. Yes, I think what is important is to appreciate what we have and appreciate what we don't have. Do you know what I'm saying? We're very fortunate, so in many, many ways. But I know that a lot of people have lost their job. I know a lot of businesses have gone under. Yeah. It's just a matter of staying strong. Okay, that's what I feel is most important, is to stay strong.
If you can look at your life and really figure out what it is that you're good at doing, if you've lost your job, there might be something creative you can do online. And I'm hearing it more and more and more with people. We've got a brand new show that's coming up talking about antiques, and so that's going to be a lot of fun. And
I love antiques.
I mean, you can just do so many different things. It's like we just can't shut our minds off as to, if it's not what we did normally, we can't do it. We have to just be open-minded to what, and
creativity.
Yeah, changes. A lot of people, it's hard for people to make changes.
Yeah.
You get so used to your life. So.
Well, Cece, you're young. I'm getting older. But, and it is hard. The older you are, the harder it is to accept change.
Yeah.
But we're trying to roll with it.
Well, that's all we can do is roll with it. That's for sure. Yeah. Listen, we're going to have to probably close out the show. It looks like our time is coming to an end.
Yes. It goes by fast when you're having fun.
Yeah. Well, thanks for letting me crash your party, ladies. I appreciate it.
I thank you, girl.
It was so nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you, and I loved your story. And are you posting that anywhere? Janet, are you putting your your article in a book or anything? Or are you doing?
That is a good possibility. I will let you know as soon as I find out. I've already sent it in, and I'm just waiting for them to respond back to me.
Well, we both belong to a group called LEC. What is that? Life Enrichment Center,
Mhm.
and it's a center for the arts, primarily for older people, not totally, but a lot of older people that are retired take advantage of this center. And we have a writing class that we go to there, and we publish an anthology. So I think maybe some of Janet's work will be in the anthology and some of mine as well.
So there you go.
Very good.
So we'll make sure you get one.
Yes.
Very good. Well, I tell you what, you two ladies are very inspiring, and
Thank you.
if we're going to go through this, it's just great to go through it with you guys. So thank you so much.
All right, girl.
This has
Okay.
been fun.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to have to run. Hey, guys, you're listening to WGSN-DB Going Solo Network. And this, of course, is the Insight with Blue Feather show. The host is Reverend J.M. Reynolds, the psychic and medium. Her website is www.bluefeather.net. And you can see that I have another boy coming into the
Hi, back there.
There's Harry.
Hi, Harry. How you doing?
Okay. All right. Bye. We better run.
Bye.
Bye now.
That was good.
It was fun.